All right, day 41.
Here we go.
We are here. Let's do this. Right. So I've got a bit of a ways to go. I think day 42 is the save point, and I believe that's the point where we have to start like doing reset shenanigans, or doing, reverting back to the save point shenanigans in order to get the last two suppressions done before day 45, which I believe is the cutoff for doing suppressions.
Okay.
So yeah, and I have a shitload of lob points saved up, so I should probably be buying more employees, but I'll save that for.
I mean, you don't need them.
I mean, not with this facility. So
yeah,
like I'll save them and I'll do that shit off screen.
There's probably a Chivo for getting 100 lob points anyway.
Maybe. Anyway, so what I was saying about Ubisoft. Yeah. So you're not incorrect when you say that's the pool of blood. That's the bloodbath, by the way.
Cool.
It's a bath and it's filled with blood.
And it's like alive?
It's like a face, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's a hand right there. So
wow.
The hand is somebody's hand, like somebody important.
Oh, okay.
I know that much. I don't know who it is. But yeah, so what Ubisoft does with Assassin's Creed games is they make a brand new engine, and then they make at least 2 games using that same engine. So you're not wrong when you're saying that they're kind of just like repackaging the same games, because they actually are. So yeah, like 3 Black Flag and like Rogue, for example, all play extremely similarly because it actually is the exact same engine.
Yeah, because it feels like when I play an Assassin's Creed game, I could be playing any Assassin's Creed game, but this time everyone's wearing the pirate costumes or everyone's wearing the Egyptian costumes.
Well, that's a little disingenuous because I mean, like I said, it's only like a 2 or 3 game cycle max.
Well, that's like the newer ones are not going to be similar to the first one,
exactly.
But like if I play any game, the one I played before that feels really similar, and the one I played after that feels
basically yeah. I had pre-ordered Assassin's Creed Odyssey way back when it first got announced because I love Greek mythology, and I kind of forgot about it, and it came out, and I was like, well, all right, I already promised them $60. Like, what can I do?
Yeah.
And I popped it in, and I was immediately like, because it uses the exact same game engine as the previous one, the Egyptian one, and I was not fond of that game. Now that I've played it more, I'm liking it a lot more than the Egyptian game. They fixed a lot of like issues that I had with it. Mostly that the protagonist of that game was an incredibly like dull, like not at all interesting to watch guy, and the new guy is named Alex, which automatically makes him better. But also he's a lot more fun to watch do things.
Hang on, Alex. I'm sorry. When did we get a cute puppy and I didn't notice?
Oh, did you never notice the puppy? Yeah, this is the puppy.
Can we work on the puppy because I love him?
Well, the problem with the puppy is that I believe there's like a random chance the Quiplot counter. Yeah, there's a medium chance that the Quiplot counter will go down. Oh, did I never finish? I never finished him. Okay, that's kind of weird.
Okay.
But yeah, all of his equipment is called cute with multiple exclamation points.
Amazing.
I mean, like I can do a work on the puppy if you want.
So instinct is all high, which means there must be some horrible side effect.
Well, instinct is the thing where there's a medium chance his Quiplot counter will go down. But I mean, like my dudes are swole enough that I could do like attachments.
Does he escape and then become the demon?
I haven't actually seen it happen. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure, but I mean, look, he's already kicking ass.
Yeah. The Podé.
Yeah. I guess the first P is silent.
Yeah, I suppose. Like, it's like Ptolemy, but
or like Pteranodon.
Yeah.
Or, well, no, I was gonna say possum, but that's a silent O.
Possum.
Yeah, possum. That's an awesome possum, which totally sounds like a late '90s, early 2000 like attempt to make a mascot game, like Rough Trigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the dude working at Ubisoft does not have the right to complain about like games being uneducational when they have the perfect venue. Wait,
yeah.
Look at this. She got a bubble from somewhere.
Oh, what the hell? Okay.
What is that?
Who makes the boobles?
Ecstasy. Oh, is that from the shark? That's from the shark. That's funny. I didn't know it was like a bubble. Like a bubblegum
neat.
bubble. I love that. But yeah, like they have Assassin's Creed is a pretty perfect venue for if you want to make an educational game that's still like fun to play. But they really, for the most part, they don't take advantage of that. They really like whitewash, like the historical events that the games take place in, and they don't cover the stuff that they should be touching upon. They just try to keep the story really safe.
So I had time to look up Mr. I really don't know how you're meant to say his name.
Let me see.
Mr. Haskoet.
I'm inclined to say Haskoet.
Haskoet, yeah. So apparently, I had time to look up the article here.
Haskoet,
in more detail, yeah, and he is apparently Ubisoft's chief creative officer.
So this is his fault.
So he. Well, I was gonna say, I don't know if chief creative officer has. I don't know if that title means he has anything to do with how the games actually turn out, or if he's just an idea guy that goes, hey, it would be cool if this happened, and then it goes down the pipeline, and somebody goes, well, that's just going to take us time and therefore lose us money.
Well, Well, the thing about modern game design is that none of those guys really have any real. None of the people actually making the game have a whole lot of input. On what goes into the game. They go to their bosses, the corporate guys, and go, hey, we want to do this with the game, and the boss goes, I don't know. Maybe we'll check with the shareholders, and the shareholders goes, fuck that. That's not going to make us money. Make us one of those, Medal of Duty games.
Yeah.
That's why Deadly Premonition has all that bullshit garbage, Resident Evil 4 Lite gameplay.
Yeah.
Which is, at worst, passable. Which is at best passable, and at worst is, unfucking playable. In a game that was just going to be the good parts.
Yeah.
Where the characters are talking about shit and eating food.
So here's gaming things here's gaming that happened that's actually creative.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Original Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario World for the SNES.
Right.
Some of the most beloved games of all time. Some very cool modders by the name of... Because I actually want to give these people credit. Some very cool ROM hackers by the name of Zinc Oxhide and Moltz have hacked ROMs of OG Mario Brothers and Super Mario World to include Bowsette. And have made the mushroom, the regular mushroom power-up, be replaced by the Super Crown.
Oh, that's cool.
And so you can, let me see if I can... No, it's kind of small to see. But as you can see here, OG Mario has become...
Oh, he became Peach.
He became the Peach model from the Mario 2.
That's cute.
And there's even a Fire Flower Peach.
Oh, what do you know?
Yeah. So
it's Mario Brothers Pretty Fighter Edition.
Yeah, and then you've got this gem from this little screenshot from Super Mario World where Bowser and his glider has been replaced with Bowsette in the
I really like
the pod.
I really like that sprite.
Yeah,
that's a really good sprite.
So it's yeah, these are a thing that you can find. So if anyone would like to see some funny sprite work images of Bowsette in these games, leave a comment and I'll happily.
So for once, I actually have a thing to mention.
Oh, cool!
Yeah,
do tell.
So apparently the guy, the Witcher, for those who might not know, one of the fucking most like successful video game franchises of all time.
Yeah.
Right now, the Witcher is based off I believe it's a Polish series of like low fantasy novels.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently the guy who wrote the novels, the guy who is responsible for this gaming phenomenon,
Yeah.
he is currently attempting to get some actual compensation for the fruits of his labor.
Okay. So so I've not looked into this in detail, but confirm or deny this for me. What I heard is that he basically sold the rights to The Witcher for a pittance because he thought it was going to be a tremendous failure of a game and didn't think it was going to succeed. So they offered, when he sold them the rights, they went, okay, we'll give you a percentage of our earnings. But he went, nah, this is going to fail miserably. I want my money right now.
Well, that's not quite right.
Okay.
Because I first found out about this from a meme that was being shared around.
Okay.
And I mean, if you only go off the meme, then I like a lot of people was like, what? Like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Like, how dare he? But apparently, I mean, it's the internet. Like, people are working off low information.
Yes.
And oftentimes just don't care. They just want to rile people up. So apparently, the actual story is a lot more sympathetic to him, from what I understand.
Okay, do tell.
So what actually happened here is this guy. First off, he's a very old man.
Yes, he is.
So this company, who was not Red, the company that currently makes The Witcher.
Oh, it's not
a complete
okay.
Whatever Project Red, whatever that is. Yeah, a completely different company approached him and said, "Hey, we want to make a video. We want to make a computer game about your very successful fantasy novel."
Yeah.
And being an old person who doesn't this was quite a while back too.
Yeah.
So being a very old individual who doesn't know about doesn't really know about computers, doesn't really care about computers,
right.
and didn't have any faith, in the medium.
Yeah.
He just went like, just give me a lot of money, and and you can do what you want with the property. So he took a sizable amount of money at the time, and that company went under.
Okay.
And from the screenshots that have survived about the game they were going to make, it was not going to be a very good game.
Okay.
Like, have you ever seen like screenshots of like the first? Oh shit! Rudolph's escaped. Have you seen screenshots of like the first like Vampire the Masquerade game?
No, I haven't.
Not the good one. Not Bloodlines. The one that came before that.
No,
like,
I can't say I have.
Like they're very crappy. Like, have you seen what EverQuest looks like?
You mean OG EverQuest?
OG EverQuest.
Yeah, it didn't look that.
It kind of looks like that.
Oh no!
Like that's what the screenshots I've seen
Okay,
look like.
so
it was not going to be, the game that we currently know.
Right.
And of course, like I said, that company went under. But after they went under, CD Projekt Red were able to pick up the rights for a pittance.
Oh, okay. So, but not from the author.
Yeah, not from him.
But just from business limbo.
Exactly.
Okay,
from whatever limbo the rights went into after this company went under. Yeah.
Okay.
They picked them up for a song, and they went on and made the first Witcher game, which was reasonably successful. Not super successful.
Yeah.
But, and then they made the second one, and again, it's like a cult classic, but then they made the third one, and now it's fucking gangbusters.
Right.
And everybody knows about The Witcher. So, and the author has seen none of that because his deal was with an entirely different company.
That's dead now.
That's dead now.
It's sidebar. Brittany's actually reading the Witcher novels.
Oh,
right now.
I actually have them on my tablet, and I've been meaning to read them when I have time. Because
Okay.
I do like The Witcher quite a bit. So this guy's actually, I'm assuming that's actually what happened, and this guy is well within his rights to try and get some compensation for his hard work.
Right.
And it sounds like he's going to be successful because I guess Polish law actually does provide for that kind of thing.
Okay, it lets you. I mean, it makes sense because
it
lets him go. Okay. So in my mind, what's happening is he sells it to this one company. They go under. Now the license
It
doesn't revert back to him, but it just kind of sits in business limbo, and it's first come first served.
Well, that's what I'm surprised about, because I mean,
Okay.
under U.S. law, I'm reasonably certain that the rights would have
returned to him
would have reverted back to him.
automatically. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm genuinely shocked that they were just able to hand off the rights to license to a third party.
Right.
I mean, maybe the contract provided for that kind of thing.
Or maybe it's going to be revealed that new company, Project Red or whatever, was actually a super secret subsidiary of company that went under, and so it never actually left. It was a chain of command or something the whole time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. But that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that. So yeah. So I thought that was interesting, and also I wanted to help, like, kind of, because it sucks that people are are
Just like, fuck you, old man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much what the meme I saw said. Like, this guy said, video games suck, and got paid for The Witcher anyway. Now he's trying to demand more money for that it's successful. And of course, like, I saw this on Tumblr, and of course all the comments are like, man, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
But fortunately, there are some people who are trying to spread. I mean, granted, it's he said, she said. I haven't done the actual research, but
Yeah.
I'm more inclined to believe that that's what happened, especially since there are pictures of the original game.
Right. And I mean, if this guy wants to go, the company went under, the rights should have reverted back to me, that's at least a logical argument in my mind.
Right.
That he can take to court, and then, somebody will figure it out.
Yeah, so I hope he's successful, and it sounds like the law is on his side in Poland. So
Okay.
yeah, I sincerely hope that he manages to get some some compensation for inventing one of the most beloved characters in the modern video game zeitgeist.
Freaking So okay, you reminded me of a thing.
The Babe with the Power.
A different thing that could potentially go to court. And this has nothing to do with Witcher or gaming, but it does have to do with China. And I absolutely love China because they do all kinds of dumb stuff, like, all the time. China, I love you, China. I'm sorry, but
I love your food, China.
Yeah,
And your women.
From your shoddy construction projects to your freaking party trying to control the minds of the people to just ludicrous scams and all the bootlegs, and you can't have Overwatch, so you have to have Broverwatch or whatever you have.
Don't forget the gold mining.
Yeah. So, anyway, this happened in China. There's a lady in China. I don't know where.
It's that one lady in China.
Yeah.
The only Chinese lady who actually exists.
Lady somewhere in China goes into a restaurant and orders some soup. And she goes... She looks into her soup and is shocked because... Wow, there's a lady's sanitary pad in her soup. And she goes to the restaurant manager and goes, "Manager, there's a fly in my soup, except instead of a fly, it's a tampon."
Sidebar.
It's not. It's a pad. Yeah.
Sidebar. I've never noticed this, but the uniforms for this department are adorable.
Yeah, the little sailor suit.
Yeah, it's
I love it.
Fucking sailor suit.
Like Navy.
And also, I love this character's design, and I want.
Perpetually winking.
I love the winking and this hair and the
Yeah.
sailor suit, and I want to take them home with me. Sorry. What
No,
was
no.
that?
So she goes, "Oh, waiter, there's a fly in my soup, but it's not a fly. It's a underwear pad." And she goes to the restaurant, demands $1 million China money yuan.
Yeah, I think that's what Jeff and Tim told me.
She demands $1 million yuan, which is probably like $2 or something. And they're like, "Okay, whatever." The police are called. The restaurant's like, "We didn't do it." The police are investigating. Same lady.
The China police.
The same lady goes to a different restaurant. Lo and behold, finds a sanitary pad in her soup.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, what a What an odd series of events.
Yeah.
This poor woman just cannot go and eat food without finding pads in her food. Wow.
Yeah. So so now the police are investigating the possibility.
Sounds like one of those Chinese hells. Like they have like the one where like the with like the hill of needles.
Yeah.
This is like the hell with the soup full of full of pads.
So now the police are investigating the possibility that this lady is just slipping sanitary pads into her soup. I know.
What?
I know.
How? Why would you even? I mean that I don't even know why you would even assume that, Evan.
After everyone realized that she found a second sanitary pad in her soup very quickly after the first, she, in her great generosity, said, "Oh, okay, first restaurant, I'll take 500,000. That's cool. We can bring it down from $1 million. Just give me 500K and I'll be happy."
Fucking Red got out.
Oh, look at that. But yeah, so that's today in China.
Wah wah wah.
It's I love it. Like, look at that sniper pose. Oh, here we go. Now we've got a fuck.
Yeah, now we got a party. Just gotta make sure Gonzalez doesn't get wrecked too hard. Oh no, Sailor Girl is all scared and running around. Got her.
We did it.
No fairy tale ending for Little Red.
Freaking Oh, okay. I know what else I can sneak in before we finish the day.
Oh, we got a bit more time.
Freaking did you know, Alex? I didn't know this until I read this last night on the internet.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. That there is Capcom announced a
More like Crapcom, am I right? Yeah.
Capcom announced a live action Mega Man movie.
Okay, because you know that new cartoon of theirs is just doing gangbusters, right. And clearly we've got to capitalize on how much everybody adores that new cartoon. I haven't even seen it, but from what I understand, it's Hitler.
But now, when they made pretty much a single statement in regards to this. But let me preface it by saying, when an entity wants to make a movie of something or a readaptation of something, I personally, probably less than, this is not a sentiment shared by everybody else, but I don't mind if it's not the same as the thing that it is drawing its namesake from.
No, of course not. I just want it to be good.
Right. So in that respect, Capcom said, so we want to stay, true to the Mega Man series, kind of true to the heart of Mega Man.
But
I
didn't think there was actually going to be a but.
Yeah. But we also want it to be an action movie and cater to the fans of the big, high-budget, high-production value Hollywood action movies.
Yeah.
So, in that vein, they said, it's going to draw a lot from the games, but it's also going to have a lot of big-budget, high-action, high-explosion Hollywood stuff in it.
That is what I think of when I think of Mega Man. Super fighting robot does not look at explosions.
Yeah.
On account of how cool he is.
Now, I hear that, and I go, cool. Because I love mindless action movies. Are they all going to get hit by that bullet? No, it goes through the hall.
Yeah, it doesn't go through the door.
I forgot it's not the real bullet.
Bullet.
Yeah. I love mindless action movies.
You gotta work on your pronunciation.
But a lot of people that I know complain when they go into a movie theater and it's just 2 hours of explosions and punching. And for me, I'm like, great, got my money's worth. but many people don't like that, and so I'm worried that with the stigma that already is attached to video game adaptations of things, that the preconceived notions are just going to be so high. Hearing that, they're like, well, it's going to be a dumb explosion fest, and it's a video game movie, and it's going to insta-tank. Like, it's going to be doomed for failure from the start.
That was the number one complaint about Pacific Rim. Like, it's just giant robots fighting kaiju. Yeah. It's like, the fuck did you go see the movie for?
Did you watch Godzilla? Like, do you know what we're doing?
Well,
do you know what we're in the business of here?
The comparison I kept seeing for some reason was Evangelion. Like, is that the only, like, giant robot, like, reference pool that mainstream media has? Like,
it's a lot.
It was really weird to keep seeing the Evangelion comparison. I didn't think, like, that was really a reference people would still use nowadays. But yeah, like, you're going to, like, a Schwarzenegger movie and complaining that he just shoots a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, that's the MO. That's the goal.
Yeah.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
But, you know, as in so much as you want to do that with Mega Man, I don't know. Opinions will vary.
Well, I don't have an issue with them making, like, a high-octane, you know, Mega Man movie, as long as it's good.
Yeah.
The cartoon was apparently really bad. Mega Man 11 is apparently doing really well. So.
No. Now, last thing about that, though. And I'm going to remind you that this has nothing to do with... This doesn't have a bearing on the movie. And past performance is not a predictor of future results.
Right.
However, now don't let this bias you, okay? They said they are collaborating with the people that made the live-action Netflix Death Note.
Well, I haven't actually seen the Netflix Death Note.
Oh, okay, all right. Then
I mean, people have told me it's garbage, but I mean, I don't like Death Note to begin with.
Okay, well, to all of you out there listening, just because they're working with Death Note guy, don't let it color. Just give it a chance. Remain objective. It's Mega Man guy.
Super fighting robot.
Yeah, super fight. Anyway,
let's end the day.
Okay, let's do some dialogue.
Can't we do some live-a-log?
Right. Did we ever figure out what PE stood for? Psychic energy?
No.
No? Okay.
These are all really bad.
Alright, well, Melting Love sounds like it could at least be
No, Melting Love is terrible.
Okay.
If you work on Melting Love, the character gets, like, infected with a spore, which will spread to your other employees if the day goes on long enough.
Oh.
And they'll all, like, die. So...
Is it at least, like, a hot chick?
It's a slime girl. So,
pick
yes,
it.
she's
pick it. No.
Now we're rolling. All right, let's see.
Damn it.
Shit, I forget if Yin... I think Yin is the good one and Yang is the bad one. Let's go with Yin.
I mean, it sounds like the kind of thing where, like, you're fine as long as you don't get both of them.
Well, that's their whole deal. One of them, I think Yin is the benign one. One of them is like a tool, like a bracelet or something. And the other one is like an evil thing. And if they're both present, the evil one will escape and try to get to the good one. And if he succeeds, then they'll merge into like one big monster, and you got to fight that.
Hang on, before I get to the dialogue.
Yeah, I think Yang is the bad one.
Off the top of your head, do you know if Melting Love is a homage to... I forget what number it is, but there's an SCP, which is essentially just a giant slime slug thing.
Oh, is there?
But when you are in the presence of it, it takes the form, or it appears to your perception as the object of your most deepest sexual desire. Like, it takes the form of your deepest and most hard to resist sexual desire.
What if your desire is just is a fucking like slime monster?
Then it'll just be slut.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's just it just looks like a shapely slime girl.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, all my dudes who are wearing like the pink suit, that's her equipment.
Because I was just thinking, like, you know, maybe she's a slime girl that's like really hot, and that's how you get the spores, is because you can't not touch it. So, anyway, okay.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while since your first encounter with the abnormalities.
I miss one sin. I should go say hi to him some of these days.
Yeah. I guess you became a little more familiar with the abnormalities.
Just a bit.
Let me ask you again. What do you think abnormalities are? Oh, please. Don't say that you still believe that abnormalities are just bizarre alien creatures and we need to isolate them.
I don't think I ever said that.
Abnormalities are not the evil monsters you read about in the old fairy tales.
Even the ones that are literally from fairy tales?
Yeah.
Like the big and might be bad wolf.
It isn't a supernatural god that will judge our sins.
I disagree. Punishing Bird.
Yeah.
Judges all the time. Very judgy.
There's an old river that has been flowing at the very bottom of the world for many ages.
Are we back in Binna territory?
Yeah.
And see, when you draw from the river,
it's the source of everything, but has been forgotten by mankind. Nobody knew of its existence except for that apocalypse bird right there.
Well, that's Big Bird, I believe.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. One of them.
So that is specifically Big Bird.
Okay. But somewhere in the world, there is a very small gap or hole through which the river is connected. Often, strange creatures came out of the gap from the Black Forest.
Why's it gotta be the Black Forest?
Obviously, the number was insufficient for the Lobotomy Corporation's energy needs.
Oh god, did they rip open the hole?
Yeah, okay, very good. Our new technology does not produce energy from the abnormalities, but it creates abnormalities.
What?
So that they can harvest them? Their forms were incomplete because they came from the forgotten place. We are scared of them because they are incomplete, and it is because of that terror that they have been sealed to the underground.
So are they taking, conceptual creatures and, giving them flesh or something?
Well, they did say that in the previous dialogue, they were saying something about creating living organisms or some crap, right?
Actually, yeah, I thought they were talking about, making, an edible... animal, like a domesticated edible animal, like in Squidbillies when they made the chicken that's all legs.
Yeah.
or wing. No, it was wings. It was all wings, and it had a valve.
Yeah.
That ranch came out of.
Yeah. But abnormalities are part of the seed. I don't know what she's referring to at all.
Well, she's talking about possibilities, so I'm assuming it's like an RNG seed, maybe.
That's what I meant by possibility. The seed is not something that can be made in just one day, or be created on its own.
Well, now it sounds like a proper noun.
We realized if we wanted to fix a broken system, we couldn't just sit around in a sunny spot, waiting for the clouds to part.
It's not sunny if the clouds haven't parted.
What should we do after planting the seeds? Okay, the seeds must grow into the abnormalities. You take the seeds, put them in the river of everything, and then they pop out abnormalities.
See, I thought the stork brought new abnormalities.
We can't control the entire process. We have to leave them to sprout on their own. Aren't we allowed that much hope, at least?
Okay.
Alright. So the river of Genesis or something is just so full of possibility that they can, I don't know, engineer a little... They can maybe fertilize an egg and then leave it there, and then it'll just grow into a random thing with anomalous properties.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm hoping I distributed my unlocks right between the record and extraction teams. I hope I have enough... Because the one that's going to be at 4, I need 2 days to get it all the way up there, I think.
Hmm.
And that'll take me to day 44? Well, hopefully I did this right.
We'll see.
I'm going to be upset if I have to do a whole nother fucking loop.
Well, it's doing.
It's checking the power grid and prioritizing the orders and weakening the deterrence. Thank you, Angela. You
It
bitch.
seems to have completely frozen for longer than it normally does. Did we?
It just feels that way.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, all the shit's going.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, we will pick this up next week.
All right.
And I'm not sure if we'll have time to attempt the suppression because we need one more. I need one more day to try and unlock Bina to finish Bina.
Yeah.
So maybe the back half of that day. We'll see.
All right.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
Next time.